I've been watching you for years now, and I read your book on the arguments to fight against people like me, and I feel bad because for the most part, the people who have been arguing against you aren't nearly as elegant or eloquent as they should be. But I just like to ask. So one of your points you very strongly make is that it's unfair for people like me to label you as a racist or a bigot, just as a smear tactic. But have you ever acknowledged that maybe it's not a smear tactic, but it's based on things you've said? So for example, on the Israel-Palestine conflict, you called the Arabs. Yeah, you already know what I'm going to say. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to presume. Yeah. So you say
I've written several full columns about it.
Yeah.
I've talked about how people don't read the follow-up tweets. I wrote a column.
I've read some of the tweets, and the tweets were just as bad. I mean, you say a lot of things that are just racist, right? But then if I call you a racist, then you defend it by saying I didn't read enough, right? So what I was going to say before. So you see the Arabs,
give me, okay, fine. So give me my racist tweets in context.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you came prepared. So right, go, do it.
So you said that Arabs like to bomb crap and live in open sewage. This is not a difficult. Well, you before that said Israelis like to build.
Did you? Okay, now the follow-ups, because you said the follow-ups didn't make it any better.
Well, this is separate things that you said.
No. I want
bad.
follow-ups to that one though.
Follow-ups to that specific.
Would you like me to
tweet?
get them? I'll get them for you.
If you have them, sure. But in the meantime, do you mind while you do that?
What was that?
Do you mind if I continue while you do that?
Well, I'd like to take them one by one. So
sure.
Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't we delay that one until the end while I look this up from the podium in front of 600 people?
You've also said. Okay. I'll wait. So on that particular issue, you've also said that the Arab-Palestine populace is, by and large, constitutes the most evil population on the face of the planet. Before you said that you've never brought up religion when it comes to abortion, but I don't think that you've avoided religion when it comes to the Israeli conflict. And I don't know that you can be completely unbiased in the issue, given that,
Well, I can be unbiased on the subject that the Palestinians have elected 3 terrorist governments to form a unity government with the stated goal of the destruction of the state of Israel and the murder of all Jews in the area. So that I can be relatively unbiased on. As far as the idea that the Palestinian population... As far as the idea that the Palestinian population is more evil than other populations, they certainly hold more evil views than other populations by poll statistics, by how many Palestinians approve of terror attacks, by how many Palestinians voted for an actual terror group, Hamas, and another actual terror group, Palestinian Authority, and another actual terror group, the Islamic Jihad. Okay, so I don't think that all views are equal, and I don't think that people who hold evil views are necessarily good. I mean, I'm sorry if the polls don't support the idea that everyone is equally wonderful, but everyone is not equally wonderful. Okay, I'm looking up these statements now, so if you'd like to give me a second.
But you've continued, you deny secular Zionism, and you...
Quote, okay, so here, I've got them in front of me. Okay, so I'll finish that one, then we can move. Okay, ready? There are many, many Christian and Muslim Arabs who are wonderful people, just not the ones who oppose Israel in the Israel-Arab conflict. That would be the response within the same Twitter thread. Okay, in the post Israelis versus Arabs, I wrote about Arabs who take part in the Israeli-Arab conflict, as anyone who can read knows. #dumbasses. Okay, quote, I think it has much more to do with the fact that the Palestinian leadership supported by the Palestinian population uses millions for terror. I should have been more specific. Arabs who actively seek Israel's destruction. Those would be the follow-up tweets. Does that sound like genocidal mania to you, or does it sound like I'm specifically labeling a group of people who have called for Israel's destruction?
I like to point out that you're not a racist, but they're dumbasses, and you're allowed to insult them.
Yes, because if someone calls me a racist without evidence, they are definitionally a dumbass.
What is genocide? Wait. What is genocide? So you said that you want to be like Churchill, right? And after the Allies, when they moved the German-speaking Polish out of Poland.
So now you're talking about a column I wrote when I was 19 years old that I actually
19?
That I morally abhorred and denounced myself. I think 6 years ago.
Yeah,
have repeatedly said was a bad column that I wrote when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
Okay, so next.
Hey, Ben Shapiro did it again. But wait, I just noticed. You tried to burn on something that Ben did when he was 19 years old. 19? All right, let me ask you guys in the comments. What did majority of you guys did when you were 19 years old? I'll wait. 19? I remember when I was drinking, smoking, hanging out late with the fellas, enjoying that young, youthful life at the age of 19. So many things I believed then, not even closely believe what I used to believe when I was 19 years old. Like when I was 19 years old, I used to believe, and we were taught that the Democrats were for the poor people, Republicans were for the rich people. I used to think that when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, I think racism was everywhere. So you see, as time goes by, you learn things, and your brain don't fully develop until you're like, what, 25? So how you gonna try to build something that this man did? That kid looked like he's about the same age as Ben was when Ben had wrote that. 19. And then he came, but he didn't come with all the receipts. Like Ben said. What was the follow-up tweet? You didn't even come with that. So you come with some half receipts and try to label the man as racist until he played you in front of all those people. You got to come with receipts. You got to come with facts. Especially when you're dealing with Ben Shapiro. You come on that Ben, you got to come prepared. Don't make no mistakes, because that one little mistake, he's going to use that against you and destroy you in front of everybody. Things I used to do when I was 19, I don't even do that now. I'm in my 30s now. And Ben's in the 30s just as me. You can't bring up what somebody did in the past. It's like when people try to criticize people when they get arrested and they get a record at like the age of like 17, 18, 19, 20. They try to bring up, I know they're like 38. Remember when you did this 20 years ago? You mean you bring up that from 20 years ago? Like I saw some football coach, I'm not sure you guys remember, but he was at some protest in front of the courthouse. He's very old now. I'm not sure if he passed away, but I know he's very old. He's like in his 80s, right? They brought that up when the guy was 22 years old. I guess it was some type of protest against black people, something like in between those lines. I can't fully remember it, but that was 60 years ago. You don't think that man mind is way past that? 60 years ago? You know how racism was like its height back then? It's just crazy how they bring up, like, people don't grow and develop and change throughout life. I used to always thought I was going to be like my father. Like I was scared to have kids, the responsibility of it. When I finally had kids when I was like 25 years old. Now I'm the father to take care of my kids. I'm nothing like my father was. Nothing like it. Yes, he was young. He made a mistake back then. But what I'm saying is I didn't follow his footsteps, even though I was scared. You see how people change throughout life? Like you can't make it up. It's like when Ben did in an interview. I'm not sure if you guys remember that interview when he did a while ago. And the person asked him, Ben, so do you listen to rap music? And Ben said no, he doesn't like rap music. He said he thinks it's too self-destructive. Oh, the comments, he don't listen to rap music because he's racist, and he's going on and on and on. But listen to what he just said. He doesn't listen to rap music because it's too self-destructive. He might get upset. He's allowed to listen to whatever he want to listen to. But listen to what he said. It's too self-destructive. Maybe he just can't relate to all the rap songs. Neither can I. I can't listen to shoot 'em up, bang, bang all the time. I need some type of song that's conscious that I could relate to my day-to-day life. But if you look at it, when he said it, it is self-destructive. Look what's happening with the youths. So you're quick to get mad and call him a racist, but you're not even looking, sit back and think like, wait a minute, maybe he does have a point. You think shoot 'em up, bang, bang, and shoot this one, shoot that one is good for your conscience mind? You really think that type of music is good for your soul? No, it's not. I'm black and I don't listen to Dolo. No, I need something a little conscious. I need a little Nas. I need a little Tupac. I need a little De La Soul. Do I have to keep going on? I need something to break up all of that now. I can't listen to all that bang bang all the time. So Ben has a point, and everybody's allowed to listen to what they want to listen to. That's not his type of music, and I can understand. Like some of Tupac's songs I can relate to. My unborn child. Brenda had a baby. They got me trapped. So a lot of songs I can connect to as a black man to what Tupac was saying. Like, I'm a Biggie fan, but I can't listen to all Biggie songs because it's just too much of doing harm to one another. And that's what Ben, he didn't went into details, but I'm pretty sure that's the road he was going to when he said self-destructive. Because all we do is bring harm to each other listening to those type of songs. People say that the music? Yes, it is the music. But I'm going to wrap this up with this. Like the young man, you can't go and bring up something that somebody did, 15, 16 years ago. I'm pretty sure Ben has developed throughout the years. Same thing with Eminem. You guys remember what Eminem said something about the black girl when he was like, I think he was like 18 years old, and they tried to use it against him almost 20-something years later. Stop, man. People are allowed to grow and develop. Stop. Hey, but Ben handled himself very well. Like I said, you come with that, Ben, come with your receipts, and make sure you come with all the receipts, no half receipts. Because Ben did not play. Ben will stretch you. All right? I'd love to hear you guys think about the video in the comments. And until then, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.